This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Friday evening, the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday evening. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. I'm on just a few minutes early, but okay, I'm going to go ahead and stream because of a lot I want to get done. I'm going to go, this is a Christmas box. I have several of these Christmas boxes. I put all my Christmas in each year. This things that I didn't quite get used. This is from a couple years ago, I believe, but things get shuffled around. I also have an auction haul from Rebecca Wills. It's a couple weeks old, and I want to work on wax seals tonight. So let's get busy. Yeah, I'm on a little early, so if folks aren't in here yet, that's understandable. Let me get over here to my channel so that I can see folks when they do come in. I hope that you've had a good weekend so far. It's not over with yet. It's still Thanksgiving weekend. And there is Jacqueline. Jacqueline, I looked for you tonight. I looked for you. Were you on tonight? Tell me about your Thanksgiving. Well, we had Thanksgiving with my brother's son and his family, and his wife and his daughter, and her parents and her brother and his wife. So, and we went to a casino, but my brother and I just stayed for the lunch. They had a buffet upstairs, and it was quite crowded. But it was good. It was nice to be with family. You were on late and ended early. Oh, well, then I missed you because I went on a little after 4 and I thought, well, maybe she's not selling tonight. Oh, I missed you. Well, I'll catch you. You're selling next week. I'll catch you. There's Karen. Hi, Karen. She said, we had our turkey today and I almost forgot it was Friday. Jacqueline said, only really sold Angie bowls. We hung out the rest of the time. Well, that's good. I'm glad that Angie is getting her bowl. She works pretty hard on those bowls, doesn't she? How was your Thanksgiving, Jacqueline? What did you guys do? And hi, Elise. There's Elise. Hi, Elise. It's good to see you. I saw your comment this morning. You said, I caught you right as you were going off, right at the end. So, we got home maybe about 5:30 last night. We were both tired. Jacqueline says, only really sold Angie bowls. Next week is going to be so much more new dyed stuff. Oh, good. Well, I'm kind of glad about that because now I have more money to spend next week. I will be there. You should be sure and pop in on my stream so that I can give you a shout out. Are you selling at the pajama party at all? I'm kind of not going to that because I'll save my money for next week. You stayed home and got stuffed. Did you do a lot of cooking? All right, so this is my Christmas box, and I'm just going to kind of go through some things. I like to go back and review these things that I got. I got some New Year's. I'm going to pull one of these New Year's out, put in my holiday journal that I'm working on now. So I'll just put that up above. Oh, look, and there's some note cards and Christmas joys. Joy, joy, joy. If you are feeling overwhelmed, break down a big holiday projects into manageable tasks. For example, divide the number of Christmas cards. Oh, you guys, I got to make Christmas cards. Divide the number of Christmas cards you want to send by 10 and address 1/10 of the list each day for 10 days. And there's 100 Christmas cards you sent out. Someone who doesn't expect it. Tip someone who doesn't expect it. Tell your children about Christmas when you were their age. Ask for a gift box for each gift you buy. Don't forget, no matter how many Christmas photos you take, next year you'll wish you'd taken more. Yep. Acknowledge every gift you receive. Take your camera to holiday parties. I wish I would have had my camera yesterday, but I did a memory sketch. Look, here's some music. I think I'll save this as scrapbook paper. I'm going to save that out. Here's some candy cane, a pine cone, and Christmas. Oh yeah, and then napkin. This is probably from a mixture, but I did these Christmas ornaments last year. I put those deer. One of those is going in there. Oh, and this is, yeah, I did those. If I had the time, I would do these again. This is documented, and you know what? Cheryl Johnson, she posted on Facebook. Bless her heart. This is a little ditty that she wrote. Mary paints a little here and a little there. She puts gold everywhere. When she goes to bed at night, she dreams of gold and giggles with delight. I put it on one of those postcards. Oh, bless her heart. I sure hope she pops in more often. I noticed that Teresa saw her post, and I did, and then I think some of her friends. And here's a star with some German scrap. I think I probably got this from Katia. And here's some paper. I think I folded it in half, and it's, what was I doing here? 7-inch wide by 6-inch length. I was going to make a journal, I think, here. I got some folded papers. And this is one of my favorites. I want to make some more of these. I did these on the sewing machine. One year I was going to do just paper dolls, and these are paper dolls that I sewed scraps of fabric on. I should make some more of these. I'm getting the Christmas tree out this year. Hopefully tomorrow. Look, there's a Santa Claus and the snowman and a king. And I think I started some dolls, but I never really finished them. Here's a piece of lace. These come from Somerset magazine. Oops, I got an ad. Let me look at chat here. Let me refresh my chat. Oh, messages. Hi, Joyce. Welcome in, Joyce. It's good to see you. Hi, Allie Kay. Elise is here. You've already done the Christmas cards? Oh, my watercolor ones. Oh, wow. How cool is that, Elise? Cheryl posted on Facebook. What did she say? What did she say? I think it was just a Thanksgiving wish. She posted a Thanksgiving wish. You can go look at her feed. Her post should be on the feed. Yeah, greet her and tell her we miss her. Look, I've got some paper. Let's hold that out. And Jacqueline, I want to work on those zines. I think we're going to have to carry our zine over into next year. And, you know, it's still burr in January and February. I do want to work on them. I got some little mini pine cones. I don't know what I want to do with these. I got these at the dollar store, obviously. And here's some wreath, beaded wreath, and a brush tree. I'll be putting this stuff back in. And they used to make these nutcrackers so that when you took them apart, you would have 3 stacked up. But now they just stack up parts of them. And here's some nutcrackers. Dollar Tree ones, or dollar store ones. I don't know if I got them at the Dollar Tree or... Yeah, I'm a sucker for Christmas stuff. Here's some... Ooh, I wonder if I could make some wax. Some little gingerbread. I'm sure I got this at Hobby Lobby. These are kind of thick, but I wouldn't have to pour it all in there. I might keep that out and play with it tonight. Oh, and I think I started these last year because I was just going to cover these bulbs. And I started with my fine line paint applicator putting a snowflake on them. And that's as far as I got. 2 of them. And here's some more napkins. Some tiny red beads. Here's a gingerbread stamp. I stamped this into some Play-Doh. I have that someplace. And a sled. And ribbon. Nutcracker ribbon. I grabbed my nutcracker ribbon here. I remember grabbing that. Nutcracker ribbon. I'll probably have to get this out when I work in. Here's some more pine cones. Or are those the same ones? I don't know. Here's another sled. A brush tree. Whoops, I'm tearing whatever that is. Looks like wrapping paper. I think I'll keep this out for my holiday journal. I'm sure this is from Christmas. My grandniece tears up all the packages and I go and save the wrapping paper. Then they laugh at me. Here's some washi tape. I'm going to save that out. Uh-oh, I'm getting quite a stack of stuff I'm saving out. Some reindeer ribbon. Santa on skis. I'm sure these are Dollar Tree decorations. Now here's some little snowflakes. I'm going to save those out. Well, I'm knocking stuff off of the... Save this out. Ribbon, snowflakes. These are felt ones and wooden ones. So, and beads, little jingle bells. And more jingle bells. More snowflakes. Some washi tape seals. Some little gnomes. Three of them. No, 2 of them. Some gift tags, I think. No, what are these? Oh! Stickers. A bunch of them. Stickers. They fell out of the package here. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Some little wreaths were obviously on sale because there are only 2 of them. And county register, jingle bells, and what's on the very bottom? Scrapbook paper, of course. Pretty. These always remind me of bugs. They're sleds. I'm going to put that back on the bottom if I can. Keep it flat. A little lid to a jar. A little... Looks like I got this at Hobby Lobby. Little shelf sitter. I haven't done much buying for Christmas this year because I've got so much here. All right, so if I want more stuff, I know where to come. I'll put this stuff back in. Jingle bells. I don't know if I want to save one of these out or not. It's fun to get this stuff out and look at it, and man, I'm loving these. I'm loving these. I should make more of them. Time. Time to do it. That's what I need, is time. I never have enough time. I'm loving what I did on this bulb. And I do have a hanger on it. Maybe I'll keep this one out and hang it on my, hang it up in here. Let me put it over here. Let me put stuff away here. Papers. Pine cones, sleds. Yeah, I was going to make a wreath, and I'm sure I got this on sale. I certainly have enough to do a lot with if I want. All right. I think that's it. Did I get it all in except for the stuff that I kept out? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Christmas boxes. Start yourself a Christmas box of all your extras that you use for crafting that you never quite get used, and you'd be amazed. I think I started doing that when I came down here in 2016, and this is 2025. This is a Dollar Tree fabric roll. I don't know. I bought it at the $5 when it was $5. Probably more now because they mark up their prices. All right, so let's grab a, because I need, let me put this stuff in a bag, or else I'll be knocking it off my desk here. Well, I want that out, but I'm going to keep the little snowflakes out. There's washi tape, paper, and a napkin, and a New Year's napkin, and wrapping paper, and I don't know about these. We'll try them. Scrapbook paper, and then these are all things that I want to put in my holiday journal. I'm going to put all of that in this sack just so I have it together. And this, and I think I'll even take the journal. The journal's coming along pretty good. I work on it and think I should be working in my zine. I am going to work on that zine though. We'll work on them till we get them done. Just a busy, and I knew this time of the year was going to be crazy busy. All right. Let me look at chat. Let me refresh my chat. Chat filter. Top. Chat filter. Oh. Let me aim that fan toward me. Ah. All right. Hi, Lola. Welcome in. It's good to see you. You were so involved in crocheting, I zoned out during your live stream. And I missed it completely because I checked it at her regular time and she wasn't on. So I just thought she wasn't coming on. Lala says blanket hellos to everybody. Allie K is here. Allie K says, although Black Friday sales is also up to 70% off, so I doubt that many items are regular price right now. Also, I'm sure most items at Michael's aren't 70% off either. Most are probably like 25% off. Yeah. Lala says, I miss so many lives. I'm always clueless. I miss a lot of lives too. I didn't do much. I didn't do any Black Friday except for Wednesday. Dee Dee was showing what she's going to do for her December daily. It's kind of a project book. You'll have to go and look at Dee Dee's stream if you're interested. I did order that book because I want to work along with Dee Dee. That will keep me inspired, hopefully. Jacqueline says, I showered my... You showered your zine? Hi, Beth. Welcome in, Beth Kelsey. Your bird zines are so... Oh, did you show them tonight? Your zines? Oh, I've got to go watch. Beth says, hello all. I'm popping in after Jacqueline's sale. I finally bought an Angie bowl. Oh, I'm glad you got one. They are always so fast and furious. Yeah, they sell pretty fast, don't they? Joyce says, Cheryl also reached out to Beth Schuler. I'm so thrilled someone heard from her. I am too. Maybe that was on Beth Schuler's... I don't know whether she posted it on her own feed or in Beth Schuler's feed. I don't know. I just saw it. I am in Beth's group. But I am so glad to see her online. We miss her. And I'm always thinking of her. So Cheryl, if you're out there, you're loved and you're missed. All right, I think I'm back up to the top. Joyce, where Joyce came in. And Jacqueline said she's not selling at the PJ party tonight. All right. Let's see. You're busy. Lala says she's busy sorting and organizing. I'm getting through it slowly. I do have the living room cleared out enough and the dining room cleared out enough. I've got one box out there, and my sewing machine I'm going to leave out there. It's kind of in the corner, and it's all put away. It isn't out of the case. But I think tomorrow I'm going to drag the Christmas tree down. I'm not ready to dust and vacuum until my brother gets the tree put up, because the floor is always a mess after he puts up the tree. So I'll dust and vacuum after he gets the tree up. But tomorrow my goal is to go upstairs and bring down the tree and the lights and maybe decorations. That's a job in itself. All right. I think I'm caught up with chat. So let's get out Rebecca Will's haul. I got this. I asked her to hold my invoice for me, and she did. She doesn't like to hold invoices, but sometimes my check does not coordinate with her sales schedule. and she, I mean, what choice did she have? If she wanted me to buy it, she almost had to hold it for me, because she sells every week, and I needed her to hold it until the middle of the month, and then it took a week to get here after I paid it. Let me cut the address off here. Get the address pulled off. Come on. Well, my address is off. Let's cut hers off. And Jacqueline, your package is on its way. I haven't received it yet. I bought some things from Jacqueline. I don't think I have a big invoice from her because I've been cutting down over the holidays. But I'll still buy. All right. Here's, and I kind of went to town. I think this is from more than one sale. Because I asked her to hold the invoice. I like Rebecca Will. She sells them, and she sells on Sunday afternoons. I had to resist going the last time. I just had to say, no. All right, I think what I'm going to do is take things out and put them on the table and put the empty box behind me, and then as I go through it, I will. Let me scoot it down on my lap. Got to back up my chair here. Alrighty. It looks like she just used this as packing paper. She scrunched up paper in there. I'll straighten that out. I've got a gift. She gave me a gift of Bible verses. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. That's a gift. And some lace. I bought a couple of old books from her. I'm not sure what that is. Another book. I gotta quit buying books. Some beads. Some string. And bless her heart, wax thread. That's really what I wanted, was the wax thread. Another book. And I bought these books. They're kind of cowboy. And then some dyed papers here. And that's the end of that. Let me put the box behind me. Purple is gift. I don't know what that means. Let me put this behind me. I'll put it on top of the Christmas box. All right. Let's look at the paper first. This is dyed paper. I don't know if she dyed it or bought it. It almost looks like Erin's work. The bottom here almost looks like Erin's. Maybe she bought this from Erin. Or maybe she did it herself, but it does look a lot like Erin's. And I like to make journals out of these. In fact, the holiday journal I'm working on now, I used Jacqueline's paper, dyed paper. All right, I bought these simply because I love the embossing on here. I might change the picture. I'm not so much in a cowboy shooting a gambler, it looks like. It's got a piece of tape on the old Wild West. I don't know why that tape was there. Oh, I see. It looks like it's got a cut spine there. I'll put that tape back for now. I break the spines anyway. But these, I call them cowboy books. They got some neat pictures in them. The Wheel of Fortune. Try your luck. But I doubt that, I kind of like the pictures. But I bought it for the embossing on the outside. I might put, now this picture is kind of okay, but it's, it's all right. and The Townsman. It's got some neat photos in it. So I'll look at those later. I'm going to put them in the back room. And then I've got so many books, but look at these. I don't know what these are Reader's Digest books. I don't know what she was selling them for, but oh, here, $3, I guess. $3. I bought it because I like the size of it. I'm always thinking writing journal. I'm going to have so many writing journals. And it's just a Reader's Digest, no pictures. Condensed book. I think I got 2 of them here. Don't tell my brother I spent this money on these. He said, you got books upstairs. I do. I have so many books, I got to quit buying books. I've just got to quit buying them. I'm going to put them back in the back room. And this one I definitely like. This is a nice one. Let's open it up. I paid $2 for it. It's kind of falling apart, but I love the cover here. Let me open this. And I don't care what condition they're in. I just care about because this will make a nice writing journal. Well, it said $2 here, and it says $35 here. I think I paid $35 for that book, maybe $2 for this. I don't know. If I'd pay $2 for that, maybe that $2 was just for something else. I do think I paid $35 for this book. It's a French book, and I think it's dated in the 1880s. 1862. That was before our Civil War. And it's in nice condition. And I don't think, I'm pretty sure these pages do not go in here. That's even a different size. So this is really a collectible book. Maybe not for serious collectors, but 1862 was published before our Civil War, wasn't it? Well, Lincoln was shot in 1865. Might have been during the Civil War. I'm going to keep that book out. That'll stay out. I'll find a place for it here. And this was a gift, a Bible verses book. 100 illustrated Bible verses. Anyone who wishes to come to me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. That's a pretty cool book for a gift, but the Word of God stands forever. My brother, I was talking to my brother on the way home tonight. And I was talking about in heaven how we'd see each other, and he says, do you really believe that you're going to see your Christian friends up there? I think my brother is still searching, my older brother. I told him I pray for him every day, and I pray for my younger brother every day. And you can't make their decisions for them. But we got in a conversation, and he almost shocked me. He said, do you really believe that You're going to see people up there? I told him I knew where I was going. We were talking about, I think what spurred the conversation is he was doing something on the console. I'm not sure what he was doing, and he kind of went off of the edge of the highway, just kind of bumped off the edge. And I said, "Where are you going?" And he said, "I'm probably going down." And I said, "Well, I'm not going down." You know, and that's what prompted our conversation. My heart goes out to him. All right, that's all we're going to say about that. And this is looks like a kind of a corsage type thing. Isn't that pretty? Little Christmassy clusters. Very pretty. I love Rebecca's work. She does a nice job. Put that over in the... And this, you know, I've got two of these now. Her threads and strings, and I get these from Laura and Jacqueline too. If you ever want a thread, here it is. You know, if you're working in your journal or something, you want a thread. Yeah. I've got another one. Out. And I think these are beads. Let's just take them out and look at them. These are broken jewelry things. Necklaces. I'll be taking these things apart for the beads. Gold and white. The red ones I really like, the red ones. And I think they're strung beads. Looks like it's in a knot here. Oh, it's broken. But that's okay, because I'm going to take them apart anyway. And these are really pretty. A chain. Oh, here's it's a little earring, I think. Yeah, pretty little earring. Another red. Bag of broken jewelry. Says $2. It's worth $2. It's worth $2. You break all this stuff apart. I'm not going to do it tonight. I got that empty tin at Goodwill the other day. I think I'm going to put my beads in there. Throw it over there for now. Some more lacy lace, I think, and fabric. I'll straighten it all out after the stream. This says something. I think it's a flour sack type thing, only it doesn't feel like a flour sack. It feels soft like it's a t-shirt, I think. Beach Resort, 1956, Cozumel. Yeah. I think this was a t-shirt. And that where they go, that's a big touristy thing. Here's some plaid. I like this to stitch on. I might keep these out, the plaids. And it looks like this was quilted together. Just stitched together here. Strips of it. It's kind of interesting. So I think these was just a bundle of fabric remnant things she was getting rid of. I think that's another t-shirt, some leopard. Feels like cotton. Looks like a handkerchief. That's kind of cool. I'm going to keep that one out with that other handkerchief. Some striped ribbon. Oh, what's this? Little teddy bear ribbon. It's cute. It's cute. I'm not into teddy bears, but it's cute. And I'm sure this was a remnant bag here that she was. This is interesting. This is kind of a silky embroidery. It's embroidered. It looks like it was a yoke of a dress or something here. It's really crinkly. I'm sure this is probably a polyester fabric. It feels like a polyester, but it's kind of pretty how it's crinkly and everything. And then some lacy lace. Yeah, pretty lacy lace. I think I got about a yard of that. Maybe I bought 2 of them. There's one there. And another one over here. I think I got 2 of them. And then some very pretty red lace. I might save this out for Christmas. It looks like it was a sleeve. 2 sleeves. I'll save that. Oh, and here's another one of these. So these will go in the box behind me. I'll put them away later. Some real pretty dainty hankies, I think. Little lacy lace. I'm not going to take it out of the package. This, some old keys. She was selling these old keys. Looks like flatbacks here. Flatback. Bling. I'm not going to take it out because I don't want to spill it. Doesn't even look like it was open. It might have been. And some edging trim and some keys. Some old vintage keys. You can never have too many of these. These are cool. I guess I got 5 of them. Put that back in there. Keep these together. And some more lacy doilies. I think this is the last of the fabric doilies here. Gold ones, so I bought them. She tied them together. Not sure I want to destroy the little bow. Pretty. Feels like they've been dyed. I'm sure they have been. They're very pretty though. This is just a woven cloth. This is cool. I might save that out for journaling. Oh, I'll use them all in my journals. I think these have been dyed. The feel of them. The feel of them. Very cool. And the last thing, she packs it up nice. I push them in there. The last thing, the thing that I really go to her sales for is she saved some wax threads for me. I wanted some colors. And she sells them for $2 a spool. And I loaded up on it because I've been starting to use these when I bind. her wax threads. I've got a variegated, kind of a cream color. This is kind of a brownish green. I think this one is a dark, this is, my hand is gold. This is a dark blue. And a red and kind of a pinkish red. So this will go in with my journals. Alrighty. There's my haul. Oh, I left one out. Now, where did I put it? Well, I'll put it in my Christmas sack. And I've got to straighten this. Do I want to straighten this out? I think it was wallpaper. Or packing paper. Wallpaper. I don't know if this is worth saving. You never can tell, though. You never can tell. I'll put it back in the box. All right. Let me look at chat. Let me refresh my chat. And we're going to work on some seals tonight. Let me refresh chat here. And I'm kind of tired tonight, so I want to leave at 10 o'clock or as close to 10 as I can make it. Allie K says, Sharon, not Shannon. My grandmother used to collect teddy bears. Oh, mum's the word, Lala. Uh-oh, they're telling secrets. Those look dyed. I think they are dyed, Allie K, those doilies. I knew I could count on you guys. What? What are you telling secrets, Lala? She said, that's a good price. I'm down to one wax thread. I'll have to remember that. You could probably message her, Rebecca Wells. Leave a message on her YouTube or just, I don't know if she's on Facebook. She probably is, but I'm not sure. But she sells on Sunday afternoons. Maybe hit her up on one of the sales and just ask her, tell her you're looking for wax thread. I thought it was a real good price. And she's got a source because I bought some from her and then I said, do you have any colors? And she went and found some colors for me. Is the FBI after you, Lala? Oh, you can't afford any now anyway. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Let me go up a little here. Lala says, Yuppers, we got married and they decided to take ad. Half his benefits and half my check. Rich get more money, we get less. What are we talking about? Hi, Sharon Lombard. Welcome in, Sharon. It's good to see you. Hi, Brenda. Welcome in, Brenda. Welcome, welcome. Uncle Sam decided I didn't need more than $291 to live on. Oh my goodness, Lala. That's not very much. You can't live much on that. Allie K dropped a link to Jacqueline's channel. Jacqueline sells on Fridays, usually at 4, but she was a little late tonight and I didn't realize it and I missed her stream. And I'll put this in my save out bag here. Well, I think that was my, not my save out bag. That's my wax seal bag here. We're going to dig out the wax seals. I went to Hobby Lobby, and I showed this the other day, but I bought a smaller diameter. I think it's a little deeper, though. I don't have to fill it that deep. And I bought a little, you put your candle on here, and then you rest your spoon on there. I bought some extra wax beads. I bought some spoons. I got a little silicone mat. This was only $1.99. It wasn't even $1. Should have bought 2 of them. I bought some spoons. The spoons were $3. And I bought some tablespoons at, and are they over here? Yeah, hold on. At least one of them is here, right? I bought some tablespoons. I don't know where the other 2 went, but I'll use that one to see how it works. I bought 3 tablespoons at the thrift store, and I think they only charged me 50 cents for these, if even that, a quarter. I didn't even look. But consider $3 to 50 cents or a quarter. This was I think this one is made more for resin. See, the diameter's bigger. I don't like how big the diameter is. And I bought some wax seals, pellets. That's the thread that I threw in there. Here's the other 2 spoons. I'm getting tired of having to clean out my spoon. And this is the one I've been using. And here's some white pellets. I got 2 packages of white. And I think that's about it. Right? Yeah. I'll put this one back in here. No, I should put it in my... So, I didn't buy any stamps. I didn't buy any stamp heads because they were like for Valentine and wedding and that. They weren't, I didn't see anything that was Christmassy. So, let's see, let's take some of this out of the packaging. If I can save this in my transparent art journal, that'll make a nice one. Put a transparent page in my holiday journal this morning. All right, there's that. Let's open up the spoons. Yeah, I don't know if I can. Oh, look. Almost. Throw that away. I've gotten so I don't say the product stuff anymore. I've got so much of it around. I'm gonna cut this. I needed some spoons. Probably pay about what you would pay online for this stuff. $3 a spoon is a lot. I'm going to try to see how the tablespoons work. I might not. They might spill out while I'm melting it, but we'll test it and see. Come on. Throw that away. Did I buy 3 of them or just 2 of them? Oh, there's one in here. And this is the one that... These are pretty big, I have to say, because I thought this one was big. About the same size. I think these are a little larger. Oh, some nice acetate here. I'll cut that up and save it for, I like that, I'll save that. All right. Oh, another one here. This is the, see, you just flip your candle. Candle here. Put it over your candle, and when you put your spoon, you just rest your spoon on it, and it heats it up. This spoon. I don't know if I could save that. We'll deal with that later. All right, and then this I'm just going to throw away. I might save the instructions in case I get into a bind. Nice stencil though. Maybe I'll save that for a little. I'll decide. Now I'm going to put this in my box. Let's save out my spoons. And so, I also have these little snowflake, the little gingerbread boy. And I'm not going to fill this whole thing with wax, but I should be able to put some wax in there and then just pop it out. Not fill it clear full. Make little wax gingerbread boys. I don't know. And then these are snowflakes. So these are things that I want to play with. So I'll toss that. What I want to do first tonight, I think, is my tree. And I'll zoom in when I get working on this. I'm going to make my tree deeper so that the wax will, and let's just do that now. Now, never have a paper, have all this scratch paper, and never have a piece of scratch paper when I want it. This has staples in it. Of course it fell on the floor. Where did it go? Honestly. Where did it bounce off to? I was going to carve that eraser and it bounced off onto the floor someplace. I can't find it down here. Some washi tape. There it is. Had to back my chair way, way up the road. Let's pick up some scraps while we're down here. Excuse me while I clean the floor. I'm picking up scraps of paper. Throw them in the wastebasket. I tend to knock things off the floor with my hand here. I was gonna take these staples out. Throw that in the wastebasket so I don't step on it. And this one. There. Now let me get my carving tool here. And let me zoom in. I have to be careful zooming in. I have tried to zoom in on my other phone, and I think I altered the zoom somehow. And it dropped off the clamp and it altered my zoom. All right. And what I want to do, my head might get in the way, I apologize. Let's get my ink tray out here. Hold on, one more twist of the, use this as a jig. Kind of hold it in there for me. And what I want to do, I like the tree, but it's not, the branches aren't deep enough, so I'm going to come back in here and make these a little deeper so that wax can get in there better. And I might alter some of that tree. I guess that's going to happen. I mean, I can't do it too much harm. It's just an eraser. It's just an eraser. I want it to look more like a Christmas tree. Uh-oh, I might have done it there. Well, that's the way it goes. Took the staples out of that paper, and then I'm not even using it. I think I need a little bit more in here. Maybe coming down a little. a stump. It might be too much. All right, I'm going to stop, and we're going to see how it stamps out. I mean, you can only experiment, and I'm gonna try one of these spoons to melt wax in, and put some wax around this wick. Now I get my knife out here. I don't know. I think I'll try this one. This one is burnt down too, but maybe not quite as bad. All right, I'm going to light this, and then I'm going to put this little furnace thing over it. It's metal, I think. I think this is plastic, and this is metal. Only I don't want it on my mat. I'm going to use the mat to... I don't have enough room on my desk for everything. Put the knife back in the drawer. I'm done with the, I think I'm done with the carving tool, I'm not sure. This up. All right. What do I want to use? White? No. Let's use some of this. See how this works. So there's five pellets there. I wonder if my spoon will rest on that. Let's test it. Guess I'm gonna have to put my jar there. All right, let's just dump out all the wax seals. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know where the 5th one went. I don't know where it went. Well, probably went on the floor. Okay. My matches are buried over here. Also a little, I'm going to use this one. I guess I'll use it this way. Oh, there it is. I was caught in the... Oops, don't want to set my sleeve on fire. Now this is an experiment for me with these tablespoons. Where's my palette knife? It's starting to melt. Got my eraser ready. I've got another pellet there. This is slow. I really do prefer my heat gun, but this is an experiment to see how it works with the tablespoon. Tablespoon, if you get them at the thrift store, are much cheaper than $3 for a little wax. $3 a piece for these. $2.79 at Hobby Lobby. No coupons. I might be able, I think I had 6 pellets in there. I think that's going to fill my tablespoon. That's kind of good to know. Got to be careful now that I don't spill it. We'll see how it pours. Got a little thickness in there. My hand's so jiggly. Stop shaking, hand. Stir it like chocolate. All right. Now I'm going to pour it out on here. Let's see how this pours. I'm going to put my tree in there. Well, I got my, let's add some white in there just for the fun of it. Let's melt some white in there. Let's see. I'm going to say there's maybe 1.5 brown, and I'm going to put 4 white. I'm going to have to get me some little jars with these bags of, I don't like them in the bags. I get the bags too close to the front, to the heat gun, and I melt the bags. Let's see. Someplace in here is my padding stamp. We'll do a tap with this because it's starting to melt. It's kind of pretty. And that'll chip off of my, when it cools. Do it down in here. Now, I'm going to leave my spoon. I'm going to blow out my, and we're going to do a tap. Oh, I think I'm liking it. And I found the wax. I'll have to go out in the living room and get them. I found the wax paste that I got from Debbie Epps. Let me hold this up so you guys can see it. I might have to do a little bit more to my eraser, but I like it much better. Now I gotta I don't know what that is there. It's something. I don't know if that's just on there or if that's part of the, I'll have to look at my stamp. I think that's just a shadow from the ridge up at the top. The stem is kind of, the trunk needs some work down here. Kind of a crooked tree. We'll work on this area right down in there. And maybe, I think I've got a shard or something in there. So I could remelt that if I wanted. I'm going to go out and get my wax paste. I could step over this box from Rebecca and step over the Christmas box. Now, I'll take this box out in the other room and straighten things out in it. Let me get the wax seals. They're just right around the corner here. I have to turn the light on so I can see. Are they here? Hold on. all set up in my little stand. And then I move things around. Hold on. I'm here. Hold on. I'm coming. These are the wax pastes that I got from Rebecca. Not sure what that is. And is that all of them? I think everything else in here is ink pens, and I'll have to sort that box out. Sort. Let's see. Let's see how my tap turned out. I don't know what this is. These are the flakes. Mica flakes. I'll do something else with those. This is wax. This is. Man, I can't read it. It's so tiny. Let's take this off. Let's see how my tap turned out. Oh, I always love my tats. I've got a little. Yeah. Let me hold it up so you can see it. I like the tats. Tat turned out pretty nice. The little tatting ring. And of course this is square, so, and this stamp is round. So it's gonna, I should probably have squared that off a little, but okay. Let me see this tree. See my eraser. Not that one. This one. Yeah, see that trunk is, I goofed it up down there. Let's carve this a little bit more. As long as I'm going to goof it up, I might as well go at it here. See if I can't straighten out this trunk a little. I might really mess this up, but I can always carve another one. It isn't like it's the end of the world. And then up here, right there, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but right in here was where, yeah, I kind of goofed that up too. Let's make another. Let's just go at this. It's not going to look like a tree pretty soon, Mary. I know. It looks like a mess. I'm messing her up. Try it again. I'm going to carve another tree. I think this will be okay as a stamp to stamp, but I don't like it as a wax seal. I don't like the shape of it. I'm going to remelt this for the fun of it. So what else do I want to do? I really need to carve. I like how the wax is working in the spoons, and I think I could probably, let's see if I can take this out. I might have to melt it out. I don't think I can cut it out. Yeah, I'll have to melt this out if I want to. And on the back, yeah, it got some drippy on the back, and it looks like it got a little soot. No, that's just shiny. When I pour, and that happens in these too, whenever I pour the wax, it always drips on the back. So I'll have to take my heat gun and clean this off too. So, let's try, where's my, what did I do with my, let's try putting something on this. What? This is the mica flake. I really need a dark one. And I think these are probably all about the same color. These are, the only thing I have about these is they're kind of hard to open because you got to get a grip on them. That is dark. And I should probably have a Q-tip. Let me go get some Q-tips. Be right back. I'll have to make a note to buy Q-tips to keep with my wax seal stuff. Let's see if I can apply this better with a Q-tip than with my finger. I don't know if I can or not. I don't want to go messing with this stamp, but I do think it needs to be deeper too. So when I carve my stamps, I think the lesson that I'm learning is to carve a little bit deeper. A little bit more on there. A shaky hand here. Once you feel at ease of doing this, it goes faster, but I'm always afraid I'm going to mess things up. I'm trying to get some on that Picasso here. I think I'm liking it. What'd I do with the tree? We should just do the tree too. Where did I throw it? I said I was going to melt it. Let's try the tree. I like the tat. It's not perfect, but I like it. We'll save that. The tree, I don't want to go dark. I want to go lighter. Let's try this one. I got these wax pastes from Debbie Epps. Let's use a different Q-tip. Well, that one's coming out. But see, I made those lines deeper on that tree, and I think that's the lesson that I'm learning from doing this. And you know, erasers are not expensive. I can always carve another one that looks more like a tree. This one to me looks more like a branch or just a twig or something. It doesn't look like a tree to me. And the trunk's all off down here. So I might carve him again. I like how the wax went on him. I like that. And we could also put wax around the edge here. For the fun of it. I do like this wax. I think I'm going to invest in some reds and blues and some pretty greens, blues. It's kind of expensive, the wax. Alrighty. But it lasts a long time. I mean, this was Debbie's. I got this stuff secondhand, and it's obviously she used it sparingly, but you want to make sure you get your lids on tight. And this is kind of a red. This is a rich copper. Let's do a white one. What shall we do? What kind of a seal? Oh, let's not. Well, we could try this. These are pretty deep. See if I can make these lines a little. I don't know if you'll see me do this, but I'm carving these. Let's just put it here where you can see. This is another tree. It's just kind of like a triangular tree. And I want to make these lines a little deeper. It's more of a simple line. And that's really when you carve by hand, you want to do simple things. Because you cannot get too intricate with a blade. Going on there. I'd love to, if you look at my thumbnail, you'll see a tree with, but that was all AI generated. I'd love to be able to carve something like that. Wouldn't that make a beautiful stamp? You'd have to carve larger. You couldn't carve small like this, that intricate of a stamp like what's on my thumbnail. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this stump. All right, so we're going to, I think I'm going to do a white one, and this says it's a rich copper. And let's do a white one in one of these spoons. And let's light the candle again just for fun. And put that, and we can rest this spoon on here. I don't have to hold it. And so, and I think this is more of a bluish color here, now that I'm seeing it. It's a light blue, a silver, a darker brown. This says blue velvet. All right. So we're going to light the, where my matches are. And let me get this at the ready. That tree isn't too bad. I mean, it doesn't look like a tree, but I do like how deep the lines are. I think this is a lesson. All right. When you play with these wax seals, it takes, you know, I get this stuff out. I need a station just for wax seals, a wax seal station. All right, now I need white. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to use 6, 4, 5, 6. And we'll just let that sit. I might maybe put in 7. And this is a rectangle. So when I put my wax, I could, well, I have a rectangular stamp thing here someplace. This. But I don't think I want to. This is where I have to learn how to do this stuff yet. I'll just use my little, but I will make it more of a rectangle than a circle. Is it melting? Yeah, it's melting. Let's move it so you guys can see the whole kit and caboodle here. I like this little, I've got an electric one. I had it on my desk, and when I started sorting, I cleared off my desk into a box. And I haven't sorted out that box yet. But I have one that plugs in to a socket and warms it up that way. It's not a candle one. The candle ones are okay. I'm thinking I might need a couple more pellets, so I don't know. Where's my white? It just doesn't look very deep to me. Oh, let's get my... Stir it like you stir chocolate. Oh, and my brother, I forgot the toothpicks the other day, and they're out on the dining room table. My brother said, well, we got some. You don't need any. And he got them out for me, and I need to run and get them, but I'm not going to. I'll run and get them. I'll probably be doing this again Sunday night, because I get all this stuff out, and then I have to put it away, and then I have to get it out again. I might carve. What time is it? It's 9:05. I want to carve another Christmas tree, I think. Another fancy tree. I think this one would be okay for a stamp. We'll stamp it off a little. But for the wax seal, I'm not sure it's what I want. Stir it like you stir your chocolate. And I've got a little pellet of wax that, what I did with my scrap wax here. Let me put this little pellet of wax in. I took it off of my palette knife. Save all the little scraps. Alright, I think this is pretty well melted. I'm going to blow it out. Or should I melt some more? Well, I'm not sure what I would stamp, so I'm going to blow it out. I'll push that away. And we want this to be kind of rectangular. Sort of. Oh, that's plenty. Probably more than I need. Certainly more than I need, but that's okay. So, I think I'm going to try the red copper on this when it cools. But I think I'll sketch and carve. I think I want to do another tree. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to set this aside. I think I'll carve that tree on the back of here. And where's my... And what did I draw? I think I just used a ballpoint pen. I don't know if I got any out here. Let's try... Oh, this is more of a fountain type pen. All the boxes of pens that I have. Alright. And I see, you can see. I'm just going to draw a tree, I think. And I want him to look more like a tree. I need a ballpoint pen. I don't have one out here. I have those felt pens, but they dry up on those erasers. Excuse me while I rummage through. I'm going to try this one, but this is more of a... I don't know if this one will work. It might. It might dry up on me too. No, it's certainly not centered. My tree is off center. I don't like it. Well, fiddlesticks. Be glad full fun. I haven't carved it yet. Let's see if I can clean that off. It's nothing like experimenting. Most of it. Let's try this again. So it went off of that T, and I really need it more centered. And it's kind of a simple tree. It's not, I'd like to have it more fancy, but I don't have fancy tools. I'm going to sneeze. I sneezed into my elbow, not my finger. See, this ink wipes off. That's the problem with using this pen. That's why I was able to clean it so fast. Oh. Well, that's one good thing, is it wipes off. I can erase my mistakes. I want it to come down. Let's make it come way down this way, maybe. Oh, we'll try that. It's just, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I sneezed. I got to take care of the nose. And then when I take care of the nose, I got to take care of the hands. Especially while I'm online. I sanitize my hands a little. All right. So let's go back to this and see what happens. Way too much wax, but that's okay. We're just playing. Oh, I like it. It's got a little dirty in there from my pen from, wonder if I can clean that off. I'll take my Q-tip and get some hand sanitizer on it. See if I can't clean this out a little. I'll have to get Q-tips. A little better. Now, this is my hand. This is the silver one, and this is the dark one. Let's use this one for the red. Let's see what happens to that tree. Oh, do you want to see it before I... It's still got some ink on it from that stamp. I need to clean that stamp a little. But I'm pretty happy with the tree. It's a simple tree, just triangles. And I might cut around here, or I might just leave it. All right, let's open this one if I can. There we go. And this is a copper red, reddish copper color. I can't see where I'm going. I think I went on the inside there. I'm messing that one up. I can't clean it a little. Got to learn how to do this and do it nice. I think maybe my Q-tip is a little, needs too much cotton on it. Let's pull some of that cotton off. Clean that a little more. I'm not sure I like this. What happened to it? Where's my clean? It's not it. Yeah. See, the Q-tips have a little bit too much cotton on there. I don't need all that cotton. I'm cutting some of that cotton off with my scissors. All right, let's use this one and see if I can't put. Yeah, this one's a little hard to just get the wax on the branch like I want. I don't know if it's the wax or the applicator or the person doing it. Let's just smear it in here. If I can. Huh. Oh, it's smeared on my table, on my palette. Let's just go at it here. And the trunk is not thick. The trunk isn't showing up very well. I think these lines could be a little bit deeper on this stamp. I'm not sure. It could be the wax too. It's okay. I see it better in my tablet than I see it in real life. Because my tablet, my phone is looking straight down on it. And I'm away from it because I can't get over it or you'll get the top of my head. That's okay. I'm okay with it. Let's hold it up so you guys can see it better. You see it, but I'm okay with it. So I'm okay with that tree. Let's put the wax away here. And what else did I did? The tatting ring. And the other tree, I carved deeper, and it looks more like a branch to me now. What did I do with those things? What did I do with them? Where did I put my seals? I don't know where I put them. Huh. I made them. Where did I put the things? My spoons, my stamps. Here's the tree after I carved it deeper. And where's my tatting ring? Yeah, is that it? No. There's the tatting ring. And I don't know where the one is that I did, the tree that I wasn't happy with. I'm not gonna stress over it. So, I think I'm seeing what happens with these. This was a new spoon, and I held it under that candle, and look how dirty it got. Yeah. That's soot. My spoon got a little bit of wax on it. Where is this the one? My spoon got a little bit of wax on it, but it didn't get that soot. I think this is more of a stainless steel. I can't read the embossing in there. I think this is stainless steel, and this is probably just, let's see if I can clean that off a little more. Some of that might be wax on there. In there, that's wax. But this was a new spoon, because this was the old one that I was using. Oh, how it got so black and burnt my wax. I used white wax. I think the wax just got soot in it. I'll have to use my heat gun to get that off. All right. I'm not going to do any more. Look at my hands. They're black. I'm not going to do any more melting of wax. I got a few minutes left. I am going to I'm going to put these in my box. I'm going to save these out. the seals. And I'm going to play with the designing and maybe carving one, so that when I work on this again, I'll have a stamp to use. I want to carve. I want to carve that tree. Look, he's already. I'm going to have to clean him with, and carve him with, draw him with a better stamp, a better ink pen. I'm getting all of this separate because I'm going to bring my box over here. Hold the phone. Yeah. No. I need more room. I need more space for things, believe me. I need more space to get things out. I don't have any place to put it except for behind me. Then I get 20 things behind me while I'm streaming. Now let me zoom out so you guys can see my box. You can see my box, but you can't really see it. You zoom out. Good night, Ellie. Hi, Linda. Angie here. All right, let's open this up. I want to save these wax seals out. I'm going to put my waxes in the box. Yeah. See, I've got stuff in here. These I was playing with pop can lids. Put these down in here. There's some mica powder, or some jacquard. Some glass ice resin, I was playing with that. Poker chip. Glue sticks. And glue sticks, I think I'm going to take them out of here because they're not clear. I'm very disappointed in my glue sticks. Candle. Poker chip. I'll leave it in there then. Some buttons, I think. So I need a bigger box for this. That's one reason my stuff gets so separated. Is that I don't have big enough boxes for everything. Let's put these. To dig for them. Candles. Little resin pieces. Little resin jars. think that's all of them. I didn't play with these tonight, but I want to do some other things. So we'll put these in here. Those are I'm going to save those directions. I don't think I'm going to need them, but now we've got all the pellets. And these glue sticks, I guess I'm going to put them in my drawer because, and I also have these. And these are just, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get my, no, I might get it in there. See, I need a bigger box already. I've filled up this box. Candle. Now I wanted to save these 3 out. That's my scrap. Some more pellets. Buttons. Sequins. And then my spoons. And a bag, a paper, a spoon. And I'm not going to put the erasers in there. What do I have over here? I guess I can, it's not quite closing. I need a tie around it. Popping open here. Probably because of these. Yeah. I'm gonna have to find a different place for those. I need a bigger box. Maybe 2 boxes. So you can't get those big ones anymore. These are the largest size you can get. And it's not a big one. It's a medium one. So let me get this off my desk. Oh, do I have more? Just one little package of red. I think it'll go in there. All right, let me turn around here. Never quite have room for everything. Just never quite have room. Frustrates me. It frustrates me. Alright, I'm going to have to wash my hands. My hands are filthy. Now, glue sticks. Oh, and I took one of my spoons out. Ink pens. So I can't get these glue sticks put down in a drawer. Hold on. They'll fit in this drawer or not. I guess they do, but I had to take some stuff out. I had to take those out to get the glue sticks in. Hold the phone. I am going to work on maybe designing a couple of in my journal. Hold on. have room for everything that even my drawers. Trying to put stuff in these drawers. Yeah, it's not gonna fit. Alright. Sheesh. Sorry to have to take time to do that, but if I don't do it now, it won't get done. Let me take this bracelet off. Wash my hands here. I think it was from that ink off of that eraser that my hands got so dirty. That I knew when I used that pen on there that it wasn't gonna. I need to just get some ballpoint pens to draw on those erasers. Felt tip pens dry up on the erasers, and you need a gel pen type pen to draw on those erasers. And I don't use those typically for my drawing and everything. Jeez, it's filthy. Can't get them clean. And so I don't keep them around, the ballpoint pens or even gel pens. I don't really use them a lot in my art, but I need to get a package to keep in my, that and Q-tips to keep in my, one of my wax seal boxes. I need a wax seal trunk, I guess. Well, I think that's as clean as I'm going to get these hands here. All right. Let me come out and look at chat. I'm sorry, you guys. I have to get organized here before I move on. We're gonna draw a little in my Society of Ideal Collector. Is it still crooked? No, it's okay. Let me refresh my chat so I can see the latest messages. Brenda says, hi, Angie. Good night, Teresa. She says, good night, Mary and friends. It's been a busy day chasing 3 great grands. Ah, but you get to see them even if you have to chase them. Good night, Teresa. Angie's here. Angie, I heard that you sold bubbles tonight. That's good. Good. Good for you. Linda's here. Hi, Linda. Linda Rance. Allie K went to bed. She says, I'm tired. I think I'm going to go to bed. Good night. Good night, Allie K. She's probably hopped in bed. Pamela. Hi, Pamela. Pamela M. Is that Granny or Grandpa up there? Granny or Grandpa? Oh, there's Debbie Epps. Oh, no, that's Debbie Epps. That's the link to Debbie Epps' channel. Allie K dropped it to the wax, little wax paste that I was using. I got from Debbie Epps. And Allie K dropped a link to her channel. I think she's selling at the pajama party this weekend. I'm not sure exactly when. Allie said, no problem. Thanks, Allie. Allie says, I refreshed it. Helped me. Linda said, my sound is cutting in and out. pretty colors. That looks great, Mary. I refreshed and sounds better. Was I have a problem with the sound? On the spoon? No, I think that the flame is down here. I don't think I hold it long enough for this to melt. If I used my heat gun, it might melt it. So far it hasn't been a problem worrying about the spoon. Now, this type of spoon, you can get spoons that are all metal. I just like the handle on this. So far the handle has not been a problem, but I have not used the heat gun with this, so we'll see if that becomes a problem. Alec was worried about the if it melted. It sounded like I was having an issue with my sound cutting in and out. Mina was here. She said, I can see the wax peeking out at the corner. One of her wax melts. The fifth one is under the white cardboard now. Oh, I dropped my wax melts and they were finding them for me. Thank you, guys. Short wick, yeah. That wick was short. Those are just little tea light candles, and if you don't burn them continuously, the wick burns down. So far, they're working. Was Sharon in here? Sharon Lombard, Linda, Allie K, Nina. Lots of experience, Allie. My kitty likes to help when I'm crafting. Nina said, Mary, keep a small flashlight handy. It's much easier to find things when they fall to the floor. That's a good idea, Mina. I don't know if you're still in here, but... So, I want Q-tips. I need to make a list, because I forget these things. Let's make a list. Q-tips, something else, and a flashlight, and something else I wanted. Q-tips. This is my reminder note here. A flashlight, probably another box, something else I wanted. Flashlight, something else the next time I go to the store. Well, maybe I'll think of it as I'm... Alrighty, I think I'm caught up with chat. Mina popped in. Lala was here. She's gonna go crochet. I got in the round tubs, my wax pellets came from Crayspire, but I did go to Hobby Lobby. Now, I did not use any of Hobby Lobby's wax pellets tonight. The wax pellets that I used tonight came from Crayspire, but I don't think they're selling wax pellets anymore. I haven't looked in a long time. Let me go look. I like Crayspire a lot when I was dealing with them, but when they quit selling wax pellets, when they quit selling, look, it's already 9:45. I'm not going to get much sketching done. I want a new tab. Crayspire. Wax seals. Well, it looks like they're selling them on Temu and eBay. Well, I don't know if those are, let's see, Crayspire wax stamps and stamp heads, but I don't think they're selling let's go to Crayspire themselves. I used to get them on Amazon. I like but the only thing with Crayspire, when you buy from them directly, and even when you buy on Amazon, remember they come from China, so you have a pretty long wait to get your product. I do like their stamp heads. Here's their little brass ones like this. And my little dragonfly one is a brass head, a brass one. Let's go to Amazon and see if they're on Amazon. I used to buy the wax from, but I think they told me when I was asking about it, they quit selling it because it was so hard to get it over here. Let's just go to Crayspire. See, they're selling the heads there, and they're a reasonable price. This one is a peacock. It's a beautiful peacock for $8. Crown molding, book cloth. Here's the alphabet, the S. But these are not the wax. These are the stamp heads. And they're selling the seals. Stamp head here of a, I don't know what it is. It's a pine cone. But I don't see where they're, I got out of it. I don't see where they are selling the wax anymore. They sell a lot of these stamp heads. Well, now this is Christmas wax, but I don't know if it's Crayspire. No, these are, they're selling the stamp heads. They sell a sleigh, pine cone, a deer, snowflake, jingle bells. You're paying, there's 6 of them, and you're paying about $25, so about $4 for a stamp head. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. I do like Crayspire a lot, but I can't get their wax anymore, and that just, see, there's no wax. They're not selling wax anymore. They're selling, they went more into crafty things like stencils and resin and stuff like that. Let's go to their products here. Let's go to their menu. Wax seals, window stickers, book covers, journal clips, gold and silver foil, stamps, silicone rings, custom. Now, I think you can design your own stamp, custom wax stamp. Like this, you put in a picture, you put in a custom picture, and they'll make their stamp head for you. It costs, the brass one, and I think this one has a brass handle and this has a wooden handle. The brass handle is $3 more. But that's okay. I do like, I think that that's a reasonable price for them to manufacture a stamp head for you. I think that's entirely reasonable. It would look something like this. And then you'd have your own design here. This is a crown. I don't know if this is theirs or if this is just one I picked up someplace. I don't know where I got it. It looks like theirs, but you do your own custom picture. About $15 to $18. Here's one you can do, which is the brass, the round brass one. That's $17. Those are heavy though. That would probably cost a little bit to send to you. Yeah, but they don't sell the wax anymore. So I'm not going to worry about buying wax now because I did buy some from Hobby Lobby. That'll last me for a while. And it is 9:52. I think I'll just save my sketching for Sunday night. I wish I could remember what else I wanted. I wanted Q-tips, a flashlight, something else. Oh, gel pens. Let me write that down. Gel pens. To keep in my wax seal box. See, I used this This pen was a ballpoint pen, and it wrote fine. But I used it on that eraser, and it just ruined it. I can't even get it going again. I'm going to, well, might be able to put a refill in there. Let me find a pen to write with. And these, I'm always unscrewing the, let me write, gel pen. I'll just put Bic pens, Bic or gel pens. I want to get these for my wax seal kit. Q-tips, a flashlight. Nina recommended that if I lose stuff on my desk because it's black and whatever. And that's I'm getting so I need to write a list down or I forget by the time I go. Let me come out and look at chat, and I think I'll say goodnight. I don't know if Juju's going to be on. Let's see, is she on yet? Ginger's on. Harvard cold temps. It'll be well below normal tonight, Saturday afternoon. Whoops. I was checking to see if Juju's on. Ginger's on. So, I was going to look at chat here before I leave.
Oh, I have no friends.
I have no friends. You should go on YouTube. You'd make plenty of friends. Let me come into my live stream. See, look, oh, well, my thumbnail's gone. I'd love to get a Christmas tree like what's on my thumbnail. Angie says, I can't stay up. I'm going. Good night. Good night, Angie. I'm going to. Brenda says, I write myself lists. I lay them down and forget where I put them. I do that too, Brenda. By the time I go shopping again, I put it over here. I put it over here in Angie's bowl. Oh, I do that a lot. I started sending myself messages. I do have a shopping list on my notepad here, on my other phone, not on this phone. And I have used that several times. Jacqueline's still here? Hi, Jacqueline. It works. Yes, it does. You love sketching sessions. I'm looking forward to Sunday. You're just too sweet to me, Jacqueline. We're going to, I want to do some simple ones because it seems, and I think the lesson I am learning, let me get to my carving here. The lesson I am learning is to carve deeper. See, this was my, and I like this tree. I like this tree. This was a sketched one. This was not a stamped one, I don't think. Or if I stamped that, I've messed it up by now. Here's my sketches over here. But I need to carve deep and I need to carve simple. And I tried the Father Christmas, I tried carving him, and it was a disaster. To carve this small, a little 1 inch. A little 1 inch circle is really hard to carve. And this is what my tree ended up looking like. Although let me see. Now I'm curious to know how that will stamp. We'll carve it, we'll stamp him in red. Because I pulled it out. Let's see how he stamps. I'll flip over to this page. Yeah, well, he's not too bad. He's not too bad. I really kind of messed him up. I filled out a lot in there. He's not too bad. Did I do a wax seal after I carved this? I'm not sure I did. This might, I don't know. We might try another wax seal off of that, but not tonight. I'll put everything away. So I'm kind of looking forward to Sunday night too. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm going to try to get the Christmas tree out tomorrow. And hopefully my brother will get it put up. Get rid of the ad. Mary, look for wax seals. Lots of wax out there. Yeah, they're on Amazon. Yeah, I know there is. I just got mine with Crayspire, but I'm sure the other companies wax for wax seals. I don't know why they quit selling. Because other companies are selling, and I'm sure not everything is. And this is sealing wax from Picasso. There's little gold ones. And this is like what I bought tonight. I mean, what I bought at Hobby Lobby. It looks like Hobby Lobby's. I don't think I paid $8.50 for mine, though. What did I pay for mine? Hold on, let me turn around. I don't know if the price is still on it. I paid $6 for mine, and it looks like the same thing. So sometimes let's see. It's not exactly the same colors, but they're very similar. They got some bright reds. I got red, but not that bright red. I've got coppers. They've got more blues, bright colors than I do. They've got the bright blues. My colors are a little bit more earth tone, which I like. This is a blue. It's not a bright. But I only paid $6 for mine. They're wanting $8.50. And there are, how many seals in here? Wax pellets. 600 pieces, and there's only 360 in there, and there's 600 in here. I think I got the better deal. Huh. These are cool. I like those colors. We'll play more with the glue gun ones. 250 pieces, $6. Here's another one for, they're wanting, I don't know how much they're wanting for those. 375 pieces. They're wanting $7. The bronze one, they got blue and bronze. This looks more like what, let's see. Well, that's where I'm at. It's not quite what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 15. I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 24. I've got 600 pieces in here. I don't think they have as many pieces. But I haven't tried these either. Let me go back to the... I like the ones in the little jars. I don't see them like this little jar, but I don't see it. That's how Crayspire sold theirs. I don't see many. I'm just thumbing through. I should quit and go to bed. Let's see. Let's type in. Did I type Crayspire in here? Whoops. Wax seal stamp, wax seals, kits, wax sticks. I don't, Let's try the sticks, see what they have. For the glue gun. Now here's some Crayspire wax seal stamp though. They don't sell the wax anymore. Here's some sticks. Is that Crayspire? Sometimes it's hard to tell. Wax seal stickers. Wax sticks. I've never seen wax sticks before. Huh. Splinter wax wooden sticks for waxing. Wax sticks for body and face waxing. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just fiddling around here. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Say good night. Have a great weekend. Make it a good weekend. Some of you get a longer holiday. Those of you who have to work get a 4-day weekend probably. So have a great weekend, and I will see you Sunday night at 6 p.m. Central. Good night, everybody.